Hello, Internet. I am back from quite a bit of a break. That was about a little over a week, which feels like a long time. But it's just things been happening. Nothing sad. In fact, a lot of cool stuff's been happening that I can't quite go into. But basically, schedules switched up, and getting videos out in this channel myself is going to be a little rough. I mean, hell, I might hire help if it gets to that point, or I might try to keep doing this myself. But it's just like videos might be a little rarer. I hope I can get in the better routine. But I got a good reaction video for today, which I know can be cranked out semi quickly, from somebody who I actually quite like their content. The great cart titan Shoe0nhead, who I've watched a lot of her videos, just about all the recent ones. I've been watching Shoe for so long, even back in like 2016, 17, when she was just talking about feminist frequency stuff. And I was not gonna say that, lady. A lot of, you know what I'm talking about. If you were back in, YouTube, SJW culture in like 2016, 2017, whatever. And I enjoyed her content then. Her webcam was dog shit, and it seems like not much has really changed. Just kidding, your webcam's fine. But yeah, we're gonna react to this video called, let's see here, let me check my notes. Are Men Okay? I believe this is a male version of Are Women Okay? And I remember the Are Women Okay video. That's the only sad thing, is like I've watched a lot of her videos, so I can't really have a genuine reaction to them. I have not seen this one. This one is brand spanking new to me, so we're gonna react to it. And I believe this is just the male version of Are Women Okay? And that video was nuts. I'm excited to see what she has in store here, if I'm correct.
Hello again, friends, and happy Halloween. This Halloween, I have decided to dress up as the scariest possible thing to my audience. A woman.
Terrifying!
As the OG YouTube pick-me, I have made many videos dunking on bad female behavior, ranging from terrible things like the creepy female teacher epidemic, to more silly things like women posting their L's in my Are Women Okay video. The video where I read embarrassing stories women willingly put on the internet about themselves. And that video has sort of become a fan favorite. So I've gotten many requests from you guys to do a male version of that video. But the issue I found is the male version just doesn't exist.
Really.
No, I'm not joking. I looked everywhere for the male equivalent, but it turns out, unlike women, men don't like to post embarrassing stories about themselves.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use a great deal of torture to get those kinds of stories out of me and all the people I know, all the male friends that I have. Oh man, yeah. So I wouldn't even know where to look for stuff like that. The only thing I could think of is like some friends, male siblings, male family members that you have deep trust with, who either you've seen that stuff happen firsthand or they tell you this stuff, but only with deep, deep trust as a foundation. Like, there's no way dudes would just casually most dudes would never casually just say this stuff on the internet, unless it was like from an anonymous account or something and they needed advice. But still, they're gonna take safeguards. They're not posting that shit on Maine.
Women will be out here openly talking about the time they got a yeast infection from the homeless man behind a Denny's, but a man won't even post about the time he said "you too" when a waitress said "enjoy your food." They take that to the grave. At least, that's what I thought. Until I visited a dark, forbidden corner of the internet. I used a VPN, I changed my IP address, I went incognito mode, and I visited reddit.com. And I found one of the funniest and most depressing communities I have ever come across in all my years doing this. It's true, folks. I may have found the one place on the internet where men are posting their L's. Lord knows it's hard to be a man today, you know? Like, I couldn't imagine. You're told to be nice, but not too nice, confident, but not too confident, 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 figures, have a perfect beard or a perfectly clean-shaven face.
All of the above.
Oh yeah. That reminds me. Before we dive into this video, let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor, Henson Shaving.
Oh, okay.
Most razors force people into these weird workarounds like apply cooling aftershave to help with the burn. No, that's all coping, not solving. Like when I was having the worst sleep ever, and I thought maybe it's my routine, you know, I tried to change up my bed routine, everything like that. No, it was my mattress. I finally changed my mattress, and then I finally started sleeping better again. It's not your shaving routine. It's the mattress. Well, the razor. Henson Shaving is on a mission to improve shaving. Not with gimmicky subscriptions or moisturizing strips, but with real innovation and a focus on your skin's health. Their razors are made with solid aluminum, making them not only durable, but also environmentally friendly. There's no plastic involved, not even in the packaging. What really sets Henson apart is the precision of their design, with their Henson AL13 safety razor being manufactured in the same aerospace machine shop that built parts for the International Space Station. This precision allows the blade to extend just 1/1000th of an inch beyond the shave plane, ensuring a stable and gentle shave. And since I switched to Henson, I have noticed my shaves have been silkier and smoother than ever before. No tugging, no razor burn, just a close, perfect shave that feels great on my skin. So basically, no more leg a beard. The best part is, once you invest in a Henson razor, it's a lifetime purchase. The only thing you'll need to replace are the blades, which cost 10 cents each. Just 10 cents. So once you own the razor, you'll only be spending like $3 to $5 a year on blades. That is incredible.
Henson's store offers a variety of colors, even a titanium version, so you can pick the razor that best fits your style.
Just head on over to hensonshaving.com/shoe and add both a Henson razor and 100 blades to your cart, and then enter code SHOE at checkout to get the blades for free with your purchase. Your skin, your wallet, and your environment will thank you. Thank you, Henson, for sponsoring this video, and as always, thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. Now, let's get back to the video.
Are men okay?
No. No, they are not. We have gone over this many times in more serious videos. Modern men are going through a lot, and for a long time there was nowhere for them to vent. Can't vent to your friends because that's gay. Can't vent to your girlfriend because that's gay. Can't vent to a therapist because that's gay. Everything is gay, except of course gay sex, which we all know is only gay if the balls touch. So what is a man to do? Where is a man to go? Reddit, of course. r/kitchen cells. To be exact. Kitchen Cells is a Reddit page where, quote, incels go to vent their frustrations with the world, as well as show off the food they are consuming at the moment. Now, for those of you who don't know what an incel is, an incel is a involuntary celibate. Somebody who, for whatever reason, cannot get laid or get a girlfriend. And for the people watching this, a girlfriend is a girl that is your friend, who you love. Like that little anime girl you watch in the corner of your screen, except she loves you back. So, let's dive into this. Let's see what Reddit is cooking.
I just had an ad to skip. Like, is there supposed to be an anime girl here? Sorry, viewers. There's no anime girl on this channel, only me. I apologize.
Failed my f***ing driver's test today. I'm 26 years old, I can't hold a job, I can't get laid, I can't even drive. I don't deserve flavors. I dropped my salad. I fail at everything I do. I'll never amount to anything. I'm a perverted incel freak with weirdly long toes. Classmates said I have school shooter vibes. Bowl of sludge. What am I looking at? Is this your classmate? Holy shit.
His classmates said I have school bold sludge. So whoever made this, that just looks like Shrek's diarrhea right there. You're just slurping it up, especially because it's green. That might be the bowl, but why is it green like that? That's so weird. There's only one thing I've ever had that's green like that, and that's Fun Dip. For those who don't know, there's this little packet candy you could get called Fun Dip. It came with a white like candy chalk stick. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's you can eat the stick itself if you wanted to, but it was like some sort of like very solid hard candy. But you're mainly supposed to dip it into the Fun Dip. You're supposed to lick it to get it moist, dip it into the powder. It's like red and blue and I think some other flavors and colors, but red and blue powders, and you licked it so they'd stick onto it, and then you'd have a treat there. What I would do, I would put all those in a bowl. I'd get Fun Dip packet, put all the things into a bowl. This is nuts. I would put them all into a bowl. First off, those white sticks, I would just eat those straight. Those are like a different snack. But the powder went all into a bowl. I put water in the bowl. Water, not even my spit, just straight water. And I would never use too much because you don't want it to be watery, but you want to use enough to get all of it moist. And it would become this sludge, but it wouldn't be disgusting. Like, this is nasty because this is definitely not. So this does not look like candy at all. But it would look similar to this, but it would be sweet, very sweet and tangy. Like, it was very delicious, and I would still do it today. I don't give a shit. Give me some Fun Dip. I will do it. And I went at it with my hands. My finger, I would literally have, you know the term green thumb, like you're good in a garden? I would literally have a green thumb. My thumb would turn green from like using my fingers. It was literally like this sludge. It was kind of like wet sand is the best ways. Wet sand, imagine eating wet sand that's sweet and dissolves in your mouth. It's delicious. But this looks disgusting.
Maybe they were right. Resident Evil ass meal. I asked my high school biology teacher out on a date the day I turned 18 via her Steam account. She blocked me.
Oh, her Steam account? What? Oh, damn. Lemon chicken gyunchni. Wow. Well, that actually does look good. Unlike Shrek's diarrhea from before. Just take out that cilantro.
This guy somehow managed to find the one female teacher that did not want to groom their male student. Incredible. Chicken looks good though. 7 out of 10. Asked a girl out and she started laughing. Oh, that's just a learning experience, dude. Got super hard. Rice. Oh.
Okay, whoa.
5/10. Rice looks good. The only girlfriend I've had was on an online game when I was 11. I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. That was a man. Yeah. That was a 45-year-old man. Made this cake to celebrate 6 months on heroin. No woman could love a creature like me, but this feels great anyways.
This is shit posting. This is not real. That is crazy. Celebrating 6 months on heroin. I mean, hey, that looks pretty good if this was all true and you made that for a guy who's on heroin. But damn. Apart from that spit, what the?
I only haven't ended my life because I don't want to make any women happy. My obsession with an anime girl prevents me from talking to 3D women.
What is that, dog food? Dog food with french fries? What the hell? Ground beef. That is some dry looking ground beef. Every night, her kissing the camera and always makes the highlight of my day. Touch some grass. Oh my god. I thought I was an insect, dude. I thought I was bad. This is, wow. I look like an absolute social, extroverted savant to these people. This is just not, this has to be like shit posts or people making stuff up, because this is all real. That's just crazy.
Every night before going to sleep, I watch a video of her kissing the camera, and it is almost always the highlight of my day. May I know which one it is? Sue from Monster Musume.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? After the last video I did, I can't even judge this. Like,
it's just a slime.
At least it's...
You know, slime. Let me tell you something about slimes, viewers. You see, I'm a liquid, right? Slimes, they weren't quite brave enough to go full fluid, so they just kind of got halfway into the slime form. They don't got the cojones for anything important, but they're good people, I guess.
Human looking. The bar is in hell. I have a huge crush on a coworker. I was talking at her about fishing, and I jokingly said I could buy her one of those toy Barbie fishing rods and teach her how to catch a fish. She said, "I don't think I'd be interested in that," in the most disgusted tone of voice I've ever heard a human muster. I like how he said talking at her. Not with her, not talking with her, talking
Dictating.
at her. Women love when you talk at them. Just corner them and start yapping about World War I or like Warhammer lore. They f***ing love that shit. Just get right up in their face and explain to them the entire plot of Lord of the Rings. That's how you get them. My mom's new boyfriend is...
To be honest, that of course was a joke, but if you did do that and somehow she's into you really did find the one. If you do that crazy shit, but don't do that actually. My mom's, oh man, that's a...
younger than me. Oh no, his mom is being hag-maxed. She's 52, I'm 23, he's 21. He could literally be my brother. What the f*** do they even talk about? Oh, don't worry about it, bro. They're not doing much talking.
Yeah.
I wish a tomboy could just casually kidnap me and drag me into a room.
That's gonna make me throw up. Is that milk? Oh my god. That Maybe that. No, that's milk. I was gonna say it's like some loose cheese of some kind. No, that's milk. How about cabinet pasta cereal? You need to go straight to the gates of hell for that fucking image.
Boom. Pasta cereal. I feel like tomboys are like an endangered species. What the f is that? Forget tomboys. You need to be kidnapped by the feds. You need to be exiled away from society for what you did to that pasta. My ancestors are weeping.
The last time I met anyone was when I went to the psych ward a few years ago, where I got a crush on the first girl who ever showed me any interest. She ghosted me. Just my stupid Chungus life.
Okay, honestly, good. Do not get with the f***ing girl you met at the psych ward, okay? None of this Harley Quinn Joker bullshit. You can't fix her. She can't fix you. No. Next.
Today I found out the woman I have been pursuing is a lesbian.
What is this? This is literally shit. Burger meat hot dogs. This is literally shit out of somebody's ass. But what is she saying?
Burger meat hot dogs for me and my father.
Lesbian. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I've had that happen to me. Like the caption. Okay, now you didn't even need torture to pry this out of me, but this isn't even that much of an L. I've had this happen to me. Twice. 2 different ones. Not kidding. I just have that effect on women, I guess.
Who hates
But what is that? That's literally shit.
me.
Okay, 1, that is doo-doo. That is poop from a butt. And 2, it is not over. It's not over. There's still one way you can date her. Put this on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't deserve love. Segregated Tic Tac.
Racism to the Tic Tacs. Segregate.
I have an eating disorder. Gay. So I almost never actually cook. I'm eating plain strawberry yogurt out of a dog bowl this morning. F my lonely puppy life. Yesterday my scrambled eggs were oversalted. This morning they were undersalted. I have to kill myself.
Wait, if the eggs are undersalted, can't you just put more salt on them? Wait, don't kill yourself. Just add more salt.
Off to a VTuber burping compilation, and now I'm having the only meal I know how to make. Where the f did it all go wrong?
That is disgusting, bro. Which VTuber? Which one? Which one so I know to avoid that channel?
A female coworker complimented me on my shirt, and I began to stutter trying to say thanks.
This guy will remember that for the rest of his f***ing life. Men will be 85 years old on their deathbed, surrounded by their family, remembering the time some random woman complimented his Metallica shirt 45 years ago. Ladies, you want to make a random man?
That is so accurate. I still remember. I like to wear vests sometimes. I still remember some lady who worked at Walmart said nice vest. I still remember that. And that happened quite a while ago. you really do remember those.
Man's life.
So rare.
Compliment his shirt. Just make sure it's not one of those like Ahiago anime shirts though.
No. You'd have to pay
That was a
me
weird
money.
era.
I licked this canned tuna to imagine what it feels like to eat pussy. It doesn't taste like that or have that texture though. Put 5 pennies in your mouth, cut a hot dog down the middle, and then lick that. Probably closer.
And here I am thinking the guy who licks a can of tuna pretending it was a pussy was rock bottom. What the f am I reading?
Why can't you just buy a fleshlight or something like a normal person? The smell and the flavor are important factors here.
Well, I mean, I guess for some ladies, it's probably gonna smell that bad. they got an infection down there.
Stop. If it smells and tastes like tuna, something is wrong. She has an infection.
Suppose a girl has blocked you on every platform, but you know her address. For the past year, you've been sending her 1 GIF each month, each one bigger than the last. Sometimes you include a note. She's never responded, but you know she's receiving them. How would you
proceed? Just don't do it. Also, there's definitely a Reddit thread somewhere of the lady that you're pursuing talking about this crazy stalker sends her gifts, and that's you. That's you, dude. That's you. You're the bad guy of her Reddit thread, and she's the bad guy of yours in a way. It's what the fuck.
proceed?
You don't. You don't proceed.
None of these people at this party know I beat it to giantess vor animations.
Maybe. But now the whole internet does.
yeah,
I love the people in the
congrats.
comments like, my man. It is just actually insane. Like, these people walk amongst us. Like, the guy in front of you
and
in
animals,
line at the
all of
bank
them.
might have a being.
If you consistently use Reddit, you are like a savage. You know, like what European colonialists thought Native Americans were, like incorrectly thought. They were. That's what you are if you use Reddit. You're like dead on accurate to that savage, barbaric fiend if you use Reddit on a daily basis.
Eaten alive fetish. Who knows? An acquaintance I have is talking with his girlfriend and 4 of her friends 40 feet away from me. He said, statistically, one of the 10 guys in this room is a racist. They all looked at me. Funfetti pizza. I was talking to a girl who thought I was Latino. When I told her I'm Indian, she almost gagged.
This poor guy. Oh, that looks like a noose. Oh, that's... I told her Indians. Oh, Indians. Why are they always catching strays? They're not that bad. They're all right. It's just like, come on. Look, India is a big country with a lot of people. You're going to have all kinds of stories and videos come out of there that represent only like maybe one region. You know, that's what I see. I mean, yeah, I'm going to be dead honest with you. There are absolutely places and cultures in India that look terrible to my Western eyes. And I can't even deny it. You know, they live there. I'm not going over there to dictate how they live. But you can't dictate to me that I can't criticize that. They can criticize the way I live all they want to. I don't care. But so, you know, vice versa is what I would expect. But it's like, I also recognize that like the people who fling cow shit at each other don't represent all of India. I think Indians are overall all right, but there's so many people. This is something people do not take into consideration when bitching about one country's populace or, you know, whatever, but it's just population. When it gets to a certain size, you could have like, even if it's only 1% of the population, 1% of the Indian population, that's like millions of people. That is a colossal amount of people. That's like 1.4. I don't even know how to, I'm not going to do it off the top of my head, but that's just so many fucking people. Like, that's just ridiculous. But yeah, that's poor Indians, man. They're catching strays for no reason.
Woke up this Sunday morning. I'm still 5'9".
Yeah, nice.
Okay, 5'9" is not short. What the hell have the dating apps done to men? Women on dating apps have just like destroyed the male psyche. Like, dudes now believe if you're not 6'3", it's over. Didn't they just implement like a height filter on like Bumble or one of those apps or something? That is insane. Could you imagine they did a weight filter? Could you imagine no women under 170 pounds? Could you fucking imagine? They would never. They would never. Paid for nudes for the first time. They weren't great nudes, but I kept paying because she talked to me. Spinning glizzy. She talked to you, huh? Are you sure about that? Are you sure you were talking to Cutie Pie Kitten 69 and not f***ing Kamal from Pakistan? Because apparently, that's the thing. Apparently, OnlyFans girls hire agencies in like India and Pakistan to like talk to their simps for them. I masturbate to girls until I am tired.
Another reason why you shouldn't pay for that stupid crap. That stupid crap. I can't believe that stuff makes money. People are stupid. Never pay for that crap. Ugh.
Tired of them, so I won't have to approach them and then get rejected. Is this why the birth rate is so low? See, I was under the impression it was because the economy and because gender relations are so terrible in this country and like women want a career and they're on birth control, blah 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 blah, but I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's just millions of this guy. Yeah. Or maybe this is just Reddit. I can only get off to femboy hentai now. Corn on the cob, no salt, no butter.
The worst part is they say this disgusting crap with food. Like, you see the food, like, initially, like the corn on the cob. I immediately saw that before I even took in the information that Shoe was saying and the text. I saw the corn on the cob, which I don't even like corn. But, like, some of the food looks all right, and they're just saying the most rancid shit. And that's just, it makes me want to throw up. Corn on the cob, no salt. It's the closest thing, girl.
No nothing. This is the closest I can get to the feeling of eating out a girl's Oh, that's not... You know what? Maybe it is. I don't know. My cat was sitting on my lap, and I had to make him move because I started to get hard when I saw a gif of Candace Owens. I was watching a not safe for work video with that one French girl and coomed just when the camera randomly zoomed in 4K HD on a guy's face, so I did a load to a guy. Felt a little bit cucked and gay and cried a little bit. You could have looked away. But you didn't. My body is permanently deformed and crippled by decades of compulsive, joyless masturbation. Everyone who sees me can tell instantly. Saw a female's body in the cheese and had to jerk off before finishing the plate. Microwaved cheese lasagna.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pretend I didn't read the first part. What the f is that? That is not lasagna. That is an abomination.
Jerked off to a VTuber crying compilation and the hardest I've ever in my life. I used to be a track star in high school and both my parents always loved me. How did I fall so far?
It's actually
You fell so far because you're watching VTubing. You should, guys, get off of this right now. Get off. Just keep me broke and poor. At least then maybe society we go in a better direction. Nah, I like this job. Let's be serious. But this is so weird. You know, this is like, it's stuff like this that make me appreciate, I guess, some of those benefits of being a male VTuber. At least I don't have people jerking it to my burps and my crying. You know, that's quite nice. I know nobody's going to jerk it to that. I'm not going to have rabid stalkers try to find where I live for that, at least. So, yeah, I guess there's a few benefits to that.
so crazy how, like, you can do everything right as a parent. You could just be, like, a great, responsible parent and raise your kid right. And then one day on your son's, like, 13th birthday, you gift him his own computer. And then in a few years, he's masturbating to anime girls crying and posting about it on Reddit.
Tofu broke apart just like my life. Yesterday, for the first time in my life, I looked for and watched cuck porn on purpose, then cried. I have a micro penis.
All porn is cuck porn. You're sitting in a chair watching two people f.
That is so
You might as well
accurate.
be sitting in a chair.
I never even thought about it that way. I really never. I mean, well, I was going to do a counterpoint, but it really wasn't going to work. I never thought about it that way. That is so accurate. Nobody's ever said that before. That's actually genuinely profound. Good on you, Shoe. Mighty cart titan.
In the corner of a hotel room watching two people f on a bed. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Porn is basically
The same
virtual cucking.
Tried to jack off today, but all the porn was so bad I just turned my phone off and cried myself to sleep.
Okay, the reason why you think the porn is boring is because you are so completely desensitized
Yep.
from seeing it
This is
all
why
the
it's
time.
bad.
Like 40 years ago, dudes were jerking it to like the Sears catalog
Yeah.
underwear ads. And now the most insane, depraved shit you could ever fucking imagine is only like a few clicks away.
Yeah.
Like I just don't think humans were meant to live that way. Like I don't think humans were meant to see sissy hypno inflation compilations
It's just...
every second of the day, you know?
just a
Whenever I
psycho
masturbate,
experiment.
I leave my cum sitting in my underwear.
We can smell it, by the way. We can smell the cum. Women
Yeah,
especially can tell if you have
It's very pungent, dude. It's a pungent. So obviously, as a dude, I'd know, but it's unmistakable if you've smelled it before.
recently masturbated. You ladies know what I'm talking about. Like, you go up to a guy and, like, you can just tell. Like, you can smell it. If you're a guy and you're like, wait, is she joking? Is she being serious? Don't worry about it.
Last night I jerked off and my goopy steamer of a load landed on my Xbox and fell into the ventilation of the console, and it turned me on so much I sprayed the console with 9 sprays of my mom's perfume and masturbated to the stench, and now it won't start. Breakfast to start the day.
Why?
Bro, it's not even human. I'm just looking at my Xbox right now. I have to look over to my Xbox after reading that. The Xbox is like, no, please don't. Literally, I'm just looking at the webcam and then drift my eyes.
Why? I've had this crush for 3 years and I want to screenshot and print some of her photos on Instagram to pee on them, but I can't even afford a printer, so I just wrote her name on a piece of paper.
Bro, I'm just gonna say this is worse than the female one. The female one was like, oh, I tried to ask this dude out and he banged my sister. Like, that stuff's terrible, but that's like something I could see happening. Like, I don't know, like that's like all the possibilities I could think of, that's something I could guess. I could not guess any of these. This is something like, what do you think this next post is gonna be about? I have no clue. I could probably guess half the ones in the female version of this video because I've seen it, but like let's say halfway through the video, you start being like, all right, the next one's going to be about this, or it's going to be that. This one is complete unpredictability. I would have never thought a Homo sapien could stoop to this level.
And drowned it in my piss. I'm just a stupid pee cell. Why? I hate how the one time she wants to pop a tea for the gram is when she's breastfeeding. Got me using AI just to remove her baby from the pic. Save the earth and post them teas uncensored. Plump and full of milk.
This video is turning me into a fucking misandrist. This video is turning me into a femcel.
This video makes me appreciate that I'm not a real guy. I'm just a little glass of lemonade. I'm nothing like all these other fellas, trust me.
Can't do this anymore. I'm dyeing my hair blue, I'm getting a nose ring, I'm growing out my armpit hair.
The girl I like was wearing flip-flops and gym shorts at uni yesterday, sitting on the floor with her legs open. I went home and off 6 times in a row thinking about her feet and her butt. Woke up today, went to pee, and noticed that a chunk of skin on the back of my dick is coming off.
That's it! That's it! Men need to be born into prison and then earn their way out.
It's like, that's literally a Rick and Morty episode. There's the planet run by the women, and the men were just like just a bunch of caged barbarians outside or something. That's literally how that world works. You go there, Shoe.
There's probably something terribly wrong with my colon. I've been told to seek medical advice ASAP for several months, but it will probably figure itself out one way or another.
Well, you should probably go to the doctor if you don't want something bad.
I wish older women would pee on me.
Oh. God!
Wow. An ad popped up right after that, and I was just stunned in silence. Bro, now I'm not urine, but I look close enough to it, and I can tell you, there's really nothing that appetizing. Why don't you have lemonade get poured on you? Not me, but other lemonades. Instead of pee. Why pee? That's so weird. Why are you weird?
The men you have sent to protect us are on Reddit fantasizing about getting pissed on.
Discovered cartoon pornography at the age of 8, and life sucks since then. My mom caught me dry humping my torn mattress to some AI porn and hasn't looked at me in the eyes since. I haven't even touched a girl intimately yet, and I've lived half my life. I'm 39.
30.
Okay.
39? You're 40. You should be... Oh my god.
First of all, bro is fart maxing.
Also, look at that meal. That's the funny thing about, I will say, there's something charming about the subreddit in a way of like, it has sometimes disgusting food that captures your attention, or disgusting text that captures your attention, and you ignore the other one. This time it was the text, and the food came second. I just noticed it's chopped up fish and egg. This is like a shark's breakfast or something. Only a shark would find this shit appetizing.
Second of all, men, you really gotta stop the porn. You gotta stop it, or like just way less of it. It's not good for you. Listen, I used to be super pro porn a few years ago. Not anymore. It's gotten so bad, especially after COVID. I feel like it got so much worse. I feel like addiction just kind of exploded in the past few years. In women too, as we have previously discussed. Like, sure, everything is fine in moderation, blah, blah.
I was thinking about doing a reaction to it, but I was too busy watching other people's reactions to it, to be honest, because I thought it was such a good video. And I just couldn't help myself. But no reaction video on that from me. But I could tell you now, that video is wild.
Blah, blah, but I feel like there's just, like, no moderation anymore. I feel like f***ing everyone is just a gooner. And it's making everybody depressed. We're just, like, a society running on, like, perpetual post-nut depression. Afraid to talk to women at work in case they allegation max. Just friendliness max and LARP as a normapilled creepiness minimizer. I asked a girl out at work and she reported me to HR. I think I'm gonna lose my job.
Okay. Well, at least this isn't like fart piss crap or whatever the other ones would talk about. I asked the girl out. That's unfortunate. Be honest with HR and say, look, I was just asking. I didn't mean to make anyone feel creepy. If this is true and you're not like an actual creep, that she's going to HR for good reason, but barring that, you should just be upfront and honest. Like, hey, I did not mean to cause any distress. It was just a question. I will keep it professional here on out, and I apologize. Like, just be honest, man. I mean, like her just going to HR and just telling her side of the story, and you don't do shit. That I feel like they are definitely gonna lose your job then.
See, this is sad. Like, back in the day, it was totally acceptable to flirt with your coworker, ask her on a date, whatever. Like, so many people's parents met because they worked together, because they were coworkers, and they flirted and they hung out and stuff. And now it's like not socially acceptable at all to do that. HR culture has ruined the relationship between men and women in the workplace. Fuck HR. Go talk to your crush. I got called into HR because apparently it's not okay to jokingly ask my coworker if I can gargle her period. Oh, what the Okay, never mind.
Okay, maybe HR, maybe HR has a point.
Never mind, don't do that, don't do that. No more talking to women at work. No more talking to women at work. No more talking to women in general. Total ban on talking to women until we figure out what the hell is going on. Downloaded Tinder and got 2 matches in 5 days. F my stupid, ugly life.
What?
Okay, from what I know from like men who use the apps that I've talked to.
Get shit, the 5 matches, that's actually not bad. That's a pretty good record he has there, and he's saying, "Fuck my life." What did he expect? He's got the better experience of most guys.
That's actually really good.
Yes.
Oh my god, they're all so mad at him in the replies. You get a match in less than a week and you complain? Stop humble bragging. I've gotten 0 matches in 3 months. 2 matches in 5 days? Why are you even here? My culture is not your costume. Fake cell. Go outside and get your life together. A true cell gets 0 matches. That's 2 people. How many do you need to be satisfied? Mods, take his balls away. 2 matches. Okay. Head on over to Kitchen Chads. Oh god, what is Kitchen Chads? Hold on. Kitchen Chads. It's real. Oh my god. I love cooking for my girlfriend with the money I make from my job. Made some ratatouille because I like the movie. Might go for a run later. I have had sex before. This is like the Krusty Krab across the street from the chum bucket. This is evil. This is diabolical. Okay, let's go back to kitchen cells. We're done here. I haven't felt the touch of a woman in months. Months? Fake cell. Try 25 years. Boo, fake cell. Fake cell spotted. Went to the drugstore and the girl cashier was nice to me. Started stuttering, so she kinda giggled at me, so I left immediately. Felt so humiliated I couldn't stop myself to get home and masturbate to the idea of her suffering. Masturbating to the idea of her suffering.
Bro.
Incredible. This is some classic incel. I like how there's just like a bunch of people in the comments like, dude, what the fuck? Bro, get some help. Fake cells when a real incel pulls up. A girl I know has recently added me to her close friend stories. Well, today she posted a poll asking what color she should paint her toenails, and apparently my answer was, quote, too specific. I am no longer in her close friends list. I once walked up to a woman I went to school with since middle school at a bar. Before I could even finish saying hello and asking how she was, a guy put himself between us and asked her if she knew me. She said no. I'm pretty sure they're married now. 22, no driver's license, no post-high school education, never had a job, never kissed a woman, and have horrible social anxiety. Flying bundle of bananas for dinner. I'm Albanian. F you. I'm half Jewish, half Indian. It was over at birth. You didn't have to tell us the half Jewish part. We could tell by the circumcised avocado. 5'3". Finally got the confidence to walk up to a girl at a bar and she bent down and asked me where my parents are.
Hang her from the gallows for that.
Judging by what we have seen around this subreddit, some guys would be totally into that. Some men are drowning, while others die of thirst. I should clean my bathroom, but without the drain flies, I have nobody left to keep me company. Asmongold, is that you?
Asmon, he showed
You
up.
don't just have your drain flies. Look, you have a little ant friend too. See? It's not all bad. Made
Bro's
peach
got
cobbler.
protein in his-
I have a date tomorrow. Maybe my femcel gay life is over. A woman going on to a incel subreddit talking about how she has a date tomorrow. This is just evil. This is just like eating a 5-course meal in front of a starving African child. What are you doing, bitch? I'm a femcel loser who can't talk to people and spends all her time playing games. Guy I had a crush on from high school told me he wasn't interested in a relationship, but I think he's lying and didn't want to tell me he's not interested because I'm fat, chopped, and broke. F my fucking loser virgin life. I'm about to turn 25 and I'm still a virgin. I feel like it's too late now. Everyone knows more about intimacy than I ever could, and no one will ever want an unattractive, inexperienced femcel.
This is either a dude who's wanting attention or an actual femcel here who makes decent looking brownies, I'll be honest. 25? Not far off from me. There's still hope for me, so there's still hope for you. Come on now.
Oh, I'm just a lonely virgin femcel gamer.
That's a dude.
Bro, why are there women in this incel community? They're like f***ing locusts. They come in, they gentrify everything. Sports, politics, board games, video games. Now the incel community, the hating women club is being invaded by women. Is nothing sacred? There's no such thing as a female incel, okay? There's no such thing as a heterosexual female incel. Dating and finding a relationship, different. But any man would f*** you. It doesn't matter how fat, how socially awkward, how ugly. Men f*** couches. Men f*** rotisserie chickens. You can find
Women saying there's no good men out here. I mean, of course, this subreddit make you believe that, and I almost believe that watching this fucking video. But, yeah, she has a point. You could be really, really rough. Look, I've seen police body cam footage of these fat, disgusting whales, and they still have a boyfriend. And mind you, these are not kind people. These are mean people. They badmouth officers. They fling their big flabby arms around to fight the cops. They're just this angry cunt with no redeemable qualities. They still got a man. What do you have to complain about?
a man who will f*** you. All female incels are volcels. That is my hot take.
I know I'm a fake cell, but I truly wish I was a true cell. The only woman who truly loved me for who I am is gone from this world, and I'm the only one to blame. I wish I was a true cell so I didn't know what true love felt like. Sometimes when I cook, I like to imagine I'm cooking for a loving partner who's excited for me to join them at the table, but then I turn around and nobody's there, and a little part of me dies inside. Every night I go to sleep thinking about kissing a girl just once. Another man's child has the eyes of the woman I love. She's better off without me, and soon enough she'll forget the color of my eyes and the way we laugh together, while I'll be trapped in those memories forever.
I like how in the women posting Elle's video, it was like, I got drunk and peed on my date, teehee, and the men posting Elle's video, it's like, I want to myself. Like, this shit isn't even funny. I don't even know what to say to this. This is just depressing.
Black bean chili. Mom would hit me until I stopped crying as a kid, and now I'm an emotional wreck to any girl I talk to.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
I need a girl to beat me like my mom did.
Oh.
My God.
A Freud cell.
I've given up on getting women. My goal now is to get as fat as possible. A friend of mine said I look like a serial killer, but not a hot one.
What's up with women in the serial shit? Okay, for all my—
There you go, dudes. That's how you pull them. Start murdering people. You'll definitely start pulling some crazy chicks out there.
Weird flaws, at least I do not have a serial fetish, okay? That is one I do not have.
I can't stop having homosexual fantasies about me and my classmate, and I wake up with a boner every morning. The cold showers are not fun. I'm not gay, but imagining how slim his legs are makes me feel hot.
I'm not gay, but I keep fantasizing about how soft and smooth bro's legs are.
I was in the bathroom trying to eat a banana when two guys walked in and—
That fucking poor banana got destroyed in his hand. This banana crushed under my heel. Now, what is she saying?
I could hear them kissing. I squashed my banana in anger because of the jealousy I felt. And to make matters worse, I think I grabbed the wrong kind of banana.
Haha, I just accidentally squeezed my dick to the sound of two men kissing.
I cook so often for my roommate that I've started to feel like his boy wife. Maybe in another life I was his gatherer trad wife and he was my Chad Hunter husband. Is it time to start femboy maxing? Sometimes I have inappropriate thoughts about other men and I hit myself in the head repeatedly.
Just be gay. Like, dude, you're a homosexual, dude. So what? Just be gay. Don't go on Reddit crying about it. Good lord.
Men out here fighting demons. And the demons is bisexuality. Listen, it's 2025. Nobody gives a shit if you're gay anymore. That's basically like being straight nowadays in the world of demisexual gender goblins or whatever the fuck. You're good, bro. Just don't be a furry.
Went on Grindr to see if I was lovable and they rejected me.
You were rejected? On Grindr?
Wow.
That's impossible. Dudes will literally hit up someone on Grindr before the person even has a profile picture. They'll just like get in the DMs like, hey, wanna bang? I swear to God, talk to any gay male friend of yours. They will say the same. The gay male community is what all of human sexuality would look like if women were not the gatekeepers of sex. And it's horrifying. I've said before that hookup culture is basically straight people culturally appropriating gay culture, and it's been a complete disaster for society.
18 male. I haven't seen my friends in months, and all I do with my time is work at my job.
Welcome to being an adult, unfortunately. Welcome to the next 45 years of your life. I love the people in the comments like, imagine having a job, you have friends? This guy is doing better than like 90% of this subreddit, and he's only 18.
I feel like a fucking king with all these depressing, crazy, disgusting posts on this.
It's never been less over for someone.
I'm only 16 and I've already wasted my entire life. I'm gonna turn 18 in a few days. I'm below average in everything.
If you're 17 years old, you are basically a child.
Yeah.
You are a baby. What are you doing on the incel subreddit? All these people like, oh, I'm 16, oh, I'm 17. Is it over for me?
No.
This was me at 16, okay?
Oh,
Quoting Invader Zim, going on newgrounds.com, and now look at me. You know, on second thought, I am exactly where someone like that would end up, aren't I? Never mind. What I'm trying to say is, it's not over, okay? It's never over, but it's especially not over when you are that young. It's not like you're 36 or something.
A pretty girl sat next to me on the bus and I leaked a bit of pre-com. I'm 36.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucks. Ew.
Sorry. Spent my last $10 on OnlyFans. Here's my dinner.
Why would you?
I can't even. So first off, the dude who had his little juice sit next to what? How are you that Also, OnlyFans, like I said, don't ever buy that shit, dude. Don't ever buy that crap. Stuff's terrible.
You spend money on some stupid whore when you could spend money on a different stupid whore. Me. I won't get naked or talk to you, but you can support me on Patreon.
No.
All patrons get the uncensored version of every video, so you can hear me say,
person.
bitch, link down below. Much smarter
go
way
if you're
to
interested,
waste your
viewers.
money. If I do say so myself. Anyway, obviously, many of these people are being silly.
Yeah, they're joking, but dude, there's so many. There's gotta, even if 2 of those are true, that is sad. Even if just 2 of those out of this video are true, that's so sad. But I mean, hell, they could be jokes, but you see where people's minds drift, though. That's the sad part. Even if they are jokes, the fact that they could come up with that to begin with it's just kind of sad anyway. In a way, not as sad as if they were real, but damn. And look how my tone of voice has changed from the start of the video to now. I'm just like, wow. Ugh.
Being tongue-in-cheek, real actual incels probably don't hang out much on Reddit. They're not out here posting shit like this. I just thought this was funny and goofy. That has been my whole channel. I find something funny, I bring it to you. I'm like a cat bringing its owner a dead mouse as a gift. Here you go. What is your biggest L? Maybe I'll make another video like this where I just read Shoe0nhead's audience posting their L's. But I will see you guys very soon with a new video.
Perhaps. Another good video from the mighty cart titan Shoe0nhead. Yeah, well, like I said, the probability of a few of those being real is probably there. There's probably a few of those that are dead on accurate. Oh, that's so fucking terrible. Well, that was a good video by Shoe0nhead. She's great. Probably one of the. I know she wouldn't like this, but I've one of the oldest content creators I've followed for a while here. Just cause it's just funny. I mean, webcam, to be honest, her webcam's fine, but it still isn't like crisp, like say Fat Electrician or something. But it's just funny. Like she used to have like a really like aged webcam. If you watch her older videos, and then you see this one, and this one's quality is better, but it's still like not as great as a webcam could be. I feel like that's kind of the theme of her channel. But great videos. Another great video here. Go watch her channel. I'm probably not gonna do any much more reactions unless it's newer stuff, because like I said, I actually watch her stuff. So genuine reactions are gonna be quite scarce with her videos. But yeah, I will see you guys later, and I hope you have a lovely day.
Please like and subscribe for more lemonade.